What if the most powerful moment of your life happens when you are not even awake? You spend 1/3 of your existence sleeping, believing it is merely a pause, a break from the real world. But the mystics and the masters knew better. They knew that sleep is not an escape. It is a portal where the future is forged. Neville Goddard discovered a secret mechanism at the very edge of sleep that changes the physics of your reality. Tonight, you have a choice. You can drift into unconsciousness as a victim of your day, or you can enter the silence as the architect of your tomorrow. By the end of this video, you will never close your eyes the same way again. The secret lies in the dark. Are you ready to see it? The great illusion of man is the belief that he must struggle to change his world. You have been taught that to achieve a desire, you must fight, you must strain, and you must exert force upon the external circumstances of your life. But I tell you, this is the very reason you fail. The method of true creation is not a complex exercise of will. It is a simple, effortless shift of being. Complexity is the enemy of realization. When you try to build intricate scenes, when you stress over the exact placement of every detail in your mind, you are operating from the surface, from the intellect that knows only limitations. The spiritual act is direct. It does not require a blueprint of how it will happen. It only requires the acceptance that it is. You must stop trying to get it and simply move directly into the state of having it. It is a surrender, not a conquest. You must understand where the cause of your reality truly lies. Look around you. The room you are in, the problems you face, the limitations that seem so solid. They are not causes. They are effects. They are the shadows cast by your internal standing. To try to change the shadow without moving the object, which is your own consciousness, is futile. The physical scene is never the cause. The internal state you assume is the only operant power. The moment you accept a new truth about yourself, the moment you decide I am this, without looking for confirmation from your senses, the entire vast world must reshuffle itself to mirror that decision. There is no other way. The world is a mirror, forever reflecting the face of your inner assumption. Most of you are living in a reaction to what the world tells you. You wake up, you check the bank account, you look at the mirror, and you react. You confirm the old state again and again. But the secret of the effortless way is to reverse this flow. You do not wait for the evidence, you become the evidence. This direct movement into the end is the only movement that matters. If you can dare to assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled, independent of any external fact, you have engaged the machinery of the universe. It requires no strain. It is as light as a thought, as subtle as a whisper. It is the quiet acceptance that the search is over because you have found it within. You stop becoming. You simply are. But why is this so difficult for the rational mind? Because the senses are loud tyrants. They scream for your attention, demanding you believe in the lack, in the distance, in the impossibility. To master this art, you must learn to deny the evidence of the senses. You must become indifferent to the facts of the day. The facts are dead. They are past thoughts solidified. Your imagination is the life, the resurrection. By withdrawing your attention from the problem and placing it entirely on the solution, not as a hope, but as a present fact, you dissolve the old structure. You are not fixing a broken world. You are stepping into a healed one. It is a shift in frequency, a change in the dwelling place of your soul. This philosophy of simplicity is your freedom. If you have been exhausted by techniques, by trying to hold images until your head aches, stop, let go, return to the feeling. What would it feel like if it were true? Just that. Catch the mood, sustain the mood. That mood is the creative power of God within you. It is the key that unlocks the door. You do not need to figure out the how. The how is not your business. The how belongs to the wisdom that created the universe. Your only responsibility is the what and the who. Who are you? If you answer from your current limitations, you remain there. If you answer from your desire, fully claiming it, you move, and the world moves with you. But that's only the surface. Now let us bring this into the most powerful time of your day, the time of sleep. When you retire at night, you are not merely resting a tired body, you are entering the chamber of creation. Tonight, as you lie on your bed, I want you to perform a radical act of imagination. Physically, you may be lying on a mattress in a small room, in a city you wish to leave. But in your imagination, you must lie on the bed of the life you desire. You must ignore the physical coordinates of your body and assume the location of your wish fulfilled. If your desire implies you are in a different home, a different city, or simply in a state of luxury and security, you must lie down in that state. Do not sleep thinking of the wish. Sleep from the wish. This act creates a new identity. It is not about pretending, it is about appropriating. You are putting on the body of the new version of yourself. If you desire health, you do not lie down as a sick person hoping for healing. You lie down as the healthy person who has forgotten what sickness feels like. If you desire success, you do not lie down worrying about tomorrow's bills. You rest in the dignified relief of the one who has already arrived. You must occupy this state completely. The you that falls asleep tonight must be the you want to be tomorrow. There is no separation. You are selecting the garment of consciousness you will wear into the deep. Resting as this new version requires a suspension of disbelief. It demands that you trust your inner reality more than the darkness of the room around you. You are an actor who does not break character just because the curtain has fallen. The darkness of sleep is the womb. What you take into that womb, you will give birth to in the coming days. If you take worry, you birth more reasons to worry. If you take the feeling of "it is done," you birth the realization of your desire. You must rest in the deep conviction that you are already that person. The struggle ceases when the assumption begins. You are not trying to become. You are relaxing into the beingness of it. This technique is the secret of the mystics. They knew that sleep is the gateway to the subconscious, the door to the dimensionally larger world. When you compose yourself for sleep, you are essentially programming the universe for the next day. Why would you waste this power reviewing the hurts and failures of the day? Why would you replay the arguments? You are poisoning your own future. Instead, rewrite the script. Lie down, close your eyes, and say to yourself, "Isn't it wonderful?" Feel the relief. Feel the satisfaction. The bed you are lying on is now the bed of a successful, loved, healthy being. By doing this, you are not escaping reality. You are creating it. The world calls this dreaming. The awakened man calls it selecting. You are selecting your timeline. You are choosing which world you will wake up in. Every night is a fork in the road. Most people take the path of habit, walking the same road of limitation. But you tonight, you can choose the higher path. You can dare to assume that you are the person you dream of being. And you hold that assumption as you drift away, letting it be the last thing you feel before the deep ocean of sleep takes you. Here's what changes everything. To make this assumption real, you must engage the senses of the inner man. It is not enough to say the words. You must feel the reality. Use your tactile imagination. As you lie there, feel the sheets. Are they the same sheets you physically touch? Or are they the silk sheets of your new life? Feel the weight of the blanket. Is it the heavy wool of winter in a cold city? Or the light cotton of a tropical breeze? Use your imaginary hands. Touch the nightstand next to you. What is there? Is it the medicine you take for your illness? Or is the table empty because you are whole? The inner hand must touch the object until it feels solid. This sensory detail is the anchor. It ties your wandering mind to the new reality. You must also sense the atmosphere of the room. Every room has a feeling, a presence. The room of a lonely person feels different from the room of a person who is happily married. The room of poverty smells different from the room of abundance. Close your eyes and breathe in. Smell the air. Does it smell of the ocean? Does it smell of fresh paint in a new house? Does it smell of expensive perfume? Allow the atmosphere to suggest the place. You are constructing a stage, and you are the main character. The senses of the outer body are shut down. Now the senses of the inner body must come alive. Do not force this visualization. This is crucial. If you strain to see the picture, you will keep yourself awake and create tension. Instead, permit the sensations to form naturally. It is like remembering a place you know well. If I ask you to think of your childhood home, you do not strain. The images and feelings come naturally. Treat your future state with the same familiarity. It is a place you belong. Let the feeling of the wish fulfilled wash over you like a warm tide. It should feel soothing, comfortable, right. It settles upon you. The more natural it feels, the more powerful the impression. This engagement of the senses is what Neville called tones of reality. You are giving your subconscious the data it needs to build the world. The subconscious is impersonal. It does not judge. If you feed it the sensory data of wealth, it will produce wealth. If you feed it the sensory data of loneliness, it will produce isolation. It takes the texture, the smell, the touch, and it says, "This is real." And once it accepts it as real, it begins to unfold it in your outer world. You are hacking the system of reality by using the language the subconscious understands, feeling, and touch. So tonight, play this game of divine sensory perception. Do not just think of the house. Walk through it in your mind. Touch the walls. Open the window. Hear the sounds of the neighborhood you desire. If you want to be married, feel the ring on your finger. Twist it. Feel the cool metal. Feel the weight of it. Make it so real that when you wake up, you are momentarily surprised that you are back in your old room. That moment of shock is the proof that you successfully impregnated the subconscious. You have successfully deceived the senses to reveal the truth of God. Now go deeper. Why does this work? It works because of the mechanism of creation that operates during sleep. There is a specific moment, right at the edge of sleep, that state akin to sleep, where the conscious mind and the subconscious mind kiss. The conscious mind is the male aspect, the selector. The subconscious is the female aspect, the creator. At the moment you drift off, you are handing over the seed of your desire to the womb of creation. Whatever state you are in at that exact moment of falling asleep descends into the deepest levels of your being. It becomes the command for the next day. This is the edge of sleep, the twilight zone between worlds. It is the most critical moment of your 24 hours. Most people waste it. They fall asleep watching the news, scrolling through phones, or worrying. They impregnate the subconscious with chaos, and they wake up in a chaotic world. But you, the awakened student, you use this time with precision. You hold the feeling of the wish fulfilled as you cross the threshold. You carry the "I am" of your desire into the deep. And once it is deposited there, you are free. The subconscious takes it and begins to work. Once the state is accepted in this deep sleep, it begins to emerge into reality. The world you encounter tomorrow is simply the outpicturing of what you accepted tonight. The people you meet, the emails you receive, the opportunities that arise, they are all arranged by the master architect of the subconscious to lead you to the fulfillment of your sleep state assumption. The world has no choice. It essentially reshapes itself. It bends. It molds. It conforms to the pattern you laid down while you were unconscious. You are the dreamer, and the world is the dream made solid. This is the unchanging law. It has never failed, and it never will. The only variable is you. The law is automatic. If you plant a seed in the ground, the earth does not decide whether to grow it. It simply grows it. If you plant the seed of success in the subconscious during sleep, it must grow. It cannot refuse you, but you must plant it. You must do the work of assuming the state. Once the internal acceptance is made, once you feel it is done and fall asleep in that conviction, nothing remains unchanged. The outer world is compelled under compulsion to follow the inner claim. Understand this power. You are not a victim of your dreams. You are the creator of your waking life through your dreams. The hours you spend in sleep are not dead time. They are the time when the heavy lifting of creation is done. You work during the day to survive. You work during the sleep to create. So tonight, do not go to bed as a man or woman seeking something. Go to bed as the one who has found it. Let the sleep be the seal of your assumption. Let the morning be the resurrection of your ideal. But consider the result. When you practice this night after night, you will notice swift and harmonic movements in your life. Things will start to happen. But notice how they happen. They will not appear in a puff of smoke. They will appear through a series of natural events. A friend calls with an offer. You stumble upon a book. You take a wrong turn and meet the right person. Doors open without you banging on them. The struggle disappears. The anxiety fades. You are moving in a current of success that feels entirely orchestrated, yet entirely natural. This is the hallmark of true manifestation, naturalness. When the desire finally hardens into fact, when you hold the money or the relationship or the health, it will feel strangely ordinary. You might even say, well, it would have happened anyway. Do not be deceived. It happened because you arranged it in the silence of your sleep. It feels natural because you have already lived it in your imagination. You have already slept in that bed 100 times. You have already touched that hand in the dark. To the outer world, It is a miracle. To you, it is simply the logical conclusion of your inner state. Consistency is your only requirement. You cannot do this once and then return to your old dwelling place of worry the next night. You must persist. Sincerity and repetition are the keys. It is not about how long you visualize. 10 seconds of intense, real feeling is better than an hour of wandering thoughts. It is about the sincerity of the act. Do you truly believe it? Can you truly surrender to the feeling? You must repeat this night after night until the state feels natural, until the new identity fits you like a glove. There is a moment when the feeling settles. You will know it. You will no longer feel the hunger of desire, because you cannot desire what you already have. You will feel a quiet satisfaction, a knowing. That is when the seed has taken root. From that point on, you walk through the world with a secret. You know that reality is rearranging itself. You know that the bridge of incidents is forming. You do not need to check for results. You simply wait with the calm assurance of a person who knows the sun will rise. So, tonight is the night. Do not let another sleep pass in the state of the old you. Challenge this law. Test it. Be the scientist of your own life. Lie down, close your eyes, build the scene, feel the touch, smell the air, assume the feeling, and drift into the deep, knowing that when you wake into a world that is already reshaping itself to match your dream. The night is your workshop. The sleep is your power. And you are the operant power. The day is for the shadows. The night is for the creator. You now hold the key that unlocks the prison of circumstance. The bed is your altar. The feeling is your offering. The world you wake up to tomorrow depends entirely on the assumption you take into the deep tonight. So, the question remains, who will you be when the lights go out? Don't just listen to these words. Test them. Be the scientist of your own soul. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. We are building a community of awakened creators, and you are needed here. Tell me in the comments, what reality are you selecting tonight? I want to know your choice. And if this sparked a fire in you, wait until you see the next video. It explains how to hold the state when the world tries to shake you. Click it now and go deeper.